Now, we could be in for a bit of a treat today, guys. I wasn't going to tell you, but I am going to now. We're going to do today a new trick, something we haven't done in the UK at an event yet. Right, when the aircraft's running in, I'll do the count. If the guys hear you, we should be able to get this bang on. They should exit at the same time as you say jump, providing you say jump loud enough. So, see there then, the aircraft's flying around. As you can see, as I said before, it's a lot faster than an aircraft that we're used to. So the guys, as they exit that aircraft, they're going to get a big punch in the chest with a slipstream. The wind is really going to force them back. Okay, and you've got to be stable when you exit the aircraft. You can't go unstable because you have to give your parachute the best, cleanest deployment that you can give it. So the guys are going to be really concentrating on this one, really working hard. They're not used to this aircraft. They're not used to the speed. It's probably going to be around about 100 knots running in. We normally do about 60 knots. They're going to be going to about 100, 110 knots. So nearly twice the speed of what they're used to. Here we go. The smoke has been popped. 1, 2, 3. One more time. 1, 2, 3. Reaching speeds of 120 miles an hour or decelerating down to about 30 miles an hour. The first person there has been deployed. Here they go, all 5 right now. And now the last one just deploying is his parachute. Same, there we go. All parachutes open. Same as deployed. Please excuse me for 1 moment. I just need to pop gas and smoke.
Your parachutes.
Okay, so the guys are working very hard there. As you can see, the first guy coming in, he's got there our regimental flag, the Princess of Wales' Royal Regiment, the blue, yellow, blue, which are our colours, and he's, as you can see as well there, he's got the green smoke training. He's now setting himself up, he's concentrating very hard, he's working very hard to make sure that he's in the right place. Okay guys, let's get some clapping and cheering, let's get some encouragement. Let's make some noise for the guys. Here comes the first guy coming in and then Private Jim Bridle, landing safely on the beach. Next guy coming in then is Corporate Lyric Team Leader, landing under the Union Canopy. And over there in the water we have Private Leon Nance, first season jumper, just building his experience now. And as you look skyward now, you can see one of our sponsors' flags, Motivate. They do all of our embroidery. And here comes Private Jake Manwaring. Let's make some noise, ladies and gentlemen, let's have some claps and cheering.
This aircraft, purpose designed to operate from aircraft carriers with power folding swept wings and a hinged nose cone for easy access. It epitomised the radical and innovative thinking of British engineers and designers. Got 6 underwing hard points, able to carry a mixture of fire streak and red top air-to-air missiles along with all those various rockets and bombs. Owned and operated by the Navy Heritage Trust, but of course with their own pilots, and Simon Hargreaves himself, a Royal Navy Reservist, Air Branch Reservist pilot. Closer. Correct reminder coming in here. Huge number of distractions. Please welcome onto the stage now, starting off with this beautiful colouring entry. This is Peter Wells in the Silent Twister. Well, if you were not able to see last night's display, in many respects you missed the trick, but this is nonetheless still an outstanding display. It's a beautiful aircraft. And it looks a little bit like a Spitfire, doesn't it? And it's really glinting and showing well there as against the cloud, but with the sun really opening up the profile of this beautiful elliptical wing. It actually started life in concept as a world-beating radio-controlled aerobatic machine, and it was developed by two brothers in Germany called Matthias and Thomas Stryker. It was so successful as a model, they decided to build a real version of it. Pete first saw the aircraft at the 2004 Aero Airshow in Friedrichshafen in Germany. He took an immediate liking to it, and he was pretty interested in composite materials and also in building and engineering aircraft. So he went into business. He'd already developed it with a chum of his called Zulu down in South Africa, interesting enough, and his company, as a result, is called Zulu Glass Tech. They're holding it inverted for a while. Of course, you'll learn a lot about G during the course of air shows as well, particularly when we come to talk about the Typhoon later on. You're all immersed and holding about 1G at the moment. That's just your normal body weight on the surface of the Earth. But as you pull an aircraft through a tight turn and go into various maneuvers, you start having to pull hard to get it around the corner. And then your body weight increases up to suddenly phenomenal levels, as we'll experience later on. So 3 to 4G is not unusual for most maneuvers in these aircraft. Later on in the day, we'll be seeing Mark Long pulling up to 9G in the Typhoon. But when you're upside down, it all goes the other way. You can't do much about negative G, and all the blood runs to your head. We'll let you know, I think he's just got about a minute to go. Oh, wonderful. Going into a couple of flick rolls there. But he's great shame he's departing out on the VXS, so not a great chance to give him a wave there. That's a very unusual display, but you can see it's definitely fun to fly. Now he'll be going through a remarkable number of extremely tight manoeuvres. He uses very, very little airspace other than to show all of you on the beach. Up and down, he's starting now, you can see, with a short spiral descent. And although it's a rotary wing aircraft, or many people call this a flick wing, because of course the rotor blade generates lift, which gives it Jim, it doesn't actually have any connection to an engine or motor system. Now Peter will show us his auto rotation right now. He's just showing his versatility there with a bit of yaw waggle, so to speak. He's just flicking the machine from left to right as he goes in forward flight. Very, very manoeuvrable aircraft. Doesn't get very fast, of course, but nonetheless visibility is good, and you can land it on a segment. If you stop the engine on this, the aircraft slows down and descends, but the air still flows through the rotor disc, and thus it keeps the disc turning. So even when flying sideways or backwards, you can still control it, and that's what brings it to a safe landing on good old terra firma. Now this gyrocopter, in the hands of a very experienced gyroplane pilot who's been flying for well over 35 years and well over 20 years just on gyroplanes. Again, really displaying his manoeuvrability here. He's doing a little bit of what we call crazy flying now, where he's cross-controlling everything and just flying it around. But the whole aircraft, you can see, very stable. You get a good view into that cockpit now, just what outstanding visibility he's got. That little wing on the back adds the essential stability. There, that would be the equivalent of a quick stop in modern rotary aviation terms. no, he's just got his hand yes, he got a nod as well. Fantastic. So that's Peter Davis in the Gyrocopter. Well done, Peter. Really great to see you at Torbay. Fantastic display as always. Now this 9-cylinder engine. As I say, developing a reasonable amount of power with 550 horsepower thrust and can fly up to 200 miles an hour. Stayed therefore a very capable trainer, able to climb up to the ceiling of 22.5. Provost was also issued to some of the University Air Squadrons in the 50s. The Paignton University Air Squadron at Belfast as early as January 1956. The last RAF production aircraft was delivered also in that year in Eagle. Iraq is also having 15 of the T-53s. So here we go, this is it, well outside. Great to see you here today, and we look forward to you coming back tomorrow. A great way to finish the display as well with a superb roll. Here they are from the left. Please welcome the YAK Super. Coming straight into the loop, what a pleasure it is to welcome these chaps here today. Flying in box formation, performing these manoeuvres, I can assure you, is no easy feat. Unlike the YAK 52, the 50 was made in relatively small numbers, and we now estimate that there are less than 25 YAK 50s flying in the world. This team has 4 of them. Formation pair, one part, is the Peter Scandrid in YAK 2. Holding it now on the parallel engine, you just see them flipping over at the top there, almost weightless right at the top of that maneuver. There you see how scintillating close and how much trust goes into these maneuvers. Guys are chatting away to each other. What we'll do now as the others wait in anticipation, we'll be dropping in and out of the cockpit. If you get a feel for what it's really like to be in a member of this amazing see him there just hanging on, a hammerheads down and then tumbles, getting control of the aircraft. He's got a cockpit full of sea right in front of him. It looks like we have a 3-on-1 coming out, 3 from the right, 1 from the left. Stand by with your cameras for a critical and exciting YAK moment. You hear the leader there calling the 3 back into Vic formation, where the other 2 will just tuck in. And having got them in Vic, that means the 4th can now tuck in right behind, back into box. Running in now, another great camera opportunity coming in. They're going to be pulling up to over 1,000 feet. And here they go. YAK left brake. YAK 1 will pull up, turn to the right, and then Derry turn to the left. Just look how gorgeous those aircraft are today. And yeah, if you look really closely, you don't need to buy those. That is 2 girls on the top of those wings. And you hear the wonderful rasping sound of the Pratt Whitney radial 450 horsepower there, one of the most reliable and really useful engines on the entire aviation market through the last century. They are indeed the magnificent men in their flying machines. In the hands today of 2 able and hugely experienced pilots, Nick Barnard and Steve Hicks. They're going to wow you. They're going to go upside down. They're going to go inside out. The girls are going to look around the top of those wings. They're going to experience stresses up to 4G, about 150 mile-an-hour winds, and all through that, they'll be doing aerobatics on top of the wings. Aerobatic style, as while the guys go upside down, loop to loop. Yeah, this is bringing back the spirit of those days when the guys would just pitch up in the countryside, land in the field, or land on the road and say, "Hey girls, do you fancy a spin?" Based at a gorgeous little airfield near Cirencester in Hertfordshire. So Rankham itself, an ex-First World War airfield. Keep your eyes peeled now every time they come in the centre. They're exciting breaks, and of course keep your eyes peeled on the antics of the girls on top. There you see them in this turn, they're actually upside down. Now they're the right way up, they swing around on that harness. As they pull up, they'll be experiencing perhaps 2 or 3G, and then over the top they'll almost go completely weightless as the pressure goes in the reverse direction. There they go, now they're pulling up, and they're spinning their stomachs, and they're pulling hard, now they're pushing the thing forward, and all of a sudden, they'll feel nearly weightless. As they bump and grind and roll and spin all over the place, and absolutely extraordinary display of airmanship and indeed of courage and bravery by those guns. days like this to do their mirror formation pass, where one of them will go upside down, and the girls have been known to actually shake hands in mid-air. Stand by, we'll drop into the cockpit and we'll stand by for what should now be the most outstanding break. Break, go. And there it is. So here they go now, they're going to dive and then they're crossing the most extraordinary distance. Oh my word, look, I just said it's fantastic. Girls working really hard there. Remember, they've been up there for 10 minutes already, and of course before that they probably spent another 20 minutes flying here as well. So they'll be getting a little bit chilly up there as well. It's very, very tired. They're pulling up now. What are they going to do? What do you feel? And I think they're going to roll. Look at that. Rehearsing hours and hours and hours to get this level of performance for you. There they are, look, right on, hanging on to the front end of that wing. And here they are, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you have been watching the Breitling Wing Walkers. Well done guys, fantastic to see you. Really, really. Considerable success across the world and successfully flown in combat, including the Oman during the Yemeni War. Very strong, robust aircraft. Actually the youngest all the Strikemasters ever produced, and celebrated its 21st birthday just around 4 or 5 years ago. Like so many of these historic aircraft, of course, we went through many lives of these. Aircraft quite peculiar in many ways, being one without a set construction number or a date, mark coming in low and slow now from the left-hand side. Showing the full envelope of this aircraft, how stable it is. And indeed airframes no longer in service.
We have blades 1 and 4 at the front of the formation and blades 2 and 3 on the outer side. They're pulling up now into the Manta loop. The team are now going to reformate into card formation as they pull up into the vertical. And this is the Champagne Fountain.
口肯定有開啦，我哋唔開會更加開。
are using us as a reference point. They're heading directly for us at full speed. Each cockpit will experience up to 10 G. This next one. This is the crossfire brake. Now during the display, you're going to see quite a lot of synchronized routines from blades 1 and 4 and blades 2 and 3. You can just see blades 2 and 3 now performing a series of snap rolls. They're going to go head to head in just a few moments. Their closing speed is going to be around 400 miles an hour, so do not blink or you'll definitely miss it. In the blade 2 position is Ben Murphy. He's the newest pilot to have joined the team. He is also racing in the Red Bull Challenger Cup this year. And in the blade 3 position is Miles Garland. He is celebrating 10 years with the blades. He's the only pilot to have flown in all 4 blade positions. This is blades 1 and 4 going up now into the vertical. Losing speed as they climb up to the top there. For the tail slide. It's going to pull up into the vertical. This next manoeuvre that Andy's going to perform is called a launcher back, and it's a Czechoslovakian name for headache or hangover. Now the ailerons span the length of the wing, meaning that the pilots can spin their aircraft 420 degrees in less than a second, so extremely quick. Now you can see Andy Evans is catching up with the team. He's just going to join the back of the formation as they line up for the next manoeuvre. The team are now going to loop into it to give them plenty of momentum. You'll want your cameras at the ready. You're going to see a really nice shot of the underneath of the plane on this next one. This is the Aerobatic box bend. Now in line abreast formation, this is a truly unique manoeuvre for the blades. We're the only team in the country that actually performs this one. They're going to pull up into the vertical, and you'll see them stall turn to our left, and this is the hammerhead. Back into line astern formation as they prepare to pull up into the next manoeuvre. This is dedicated to the Battle of Britain. You can see the smoke has now gone on. This is the Spitfire roll. You'll see that blade 4 is now inverted. And this is called crazy. We're about halfway through the display now. The team are flying the Extra 300, which is often described as the Ferrari of the skies. Now they're going to pull up into a manoeuvre called the snake. And they're going to go straight into their next manoeuvre, which looks fantastic on a lovely blue sky. And this next one is the whirlpool. if you're sitting there wondering what it'd be like to fly with an X-Red Arrow in an extra 300, then you can. We are the world's only aerobatic airline, meaning that we can take passengers flying. We fly around 400 people every year in the front seat of an extra. So if you fancy doing some aerobatic manoeuvres like the long shavac, head over to theblades.com for more information. Incoming from the left, once more. The team are now going to pull up and perform a quarter flyover for this next manoeuvre. Cameras at the ready for the fan brake. Now this is where we're going to see quite a lot of synchronized routines. The pilots will be pushing and pulling around 5G for this next one. And this is the mirror split. Blades 1 and 4 are going to perform this next manoeuvre, which definitely shouldn't be done in a plane. They're going to flip the tail over the nose of the aircraft for twin tumbles. The great thing about the extra 300 is that we can do big manoeuvres in such a small aircraft. And they're going to go into the cross. Blades 2 and 3 are heading directly for each other. Their closing speed is around 400 miles an hour. This is the 2 and 3 block. They're pulling up into the vertical for the twin knife edge spin. You'll see him perform a knife slide and torque roll. He really wants to impress on this next one. So he's going to be pulling up into the vertical, and he's going to be falling backwards through his own smoke in just a few moments. You can see that the smoke has gone off. He's losing speed as he reaches the top there, and you'll see that the smoke will now come back on, and he will tumble backwards through it. Andy Evans is going to fly directly through the smoke with blade 1 for the goose. Blades 2 and 3 are barrel rolling over blade 1 smoke. And Andy Evans, not to be left out, is going to perform a lag pursuit rejoin. The team are now going to prepare for their final manoeuvre of the display, unfortunately. Is everybody enjoying the display so far? Well, thank you so much for having us. It's been a pleasure to be here. We look forward to seeing everybody tomorrow. We hope that the sun keeps shining. Thank you for Torbay Airshow for having us. Okay, you'll need your cameras at the ready for the final manoeuvre. This is our signature manoeuvre. And ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together for the 2016 Blades Display Team.
are currently experiencing 1G, imagine your body now weighing 9 times currently, and that at times during the display is what marks the go. Flying into the